Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I am Jenia, and in today's video we're going to be cleaning and putting back together this disaster of a house, the house of our dreams that we just moved into. And I will tell you what happened to this house of our dreams a few days ago to cause this complete disaster in our living room, in our kitchen. Those are the messiest areas in the house on that moment, so I would like to clean them really well. And I also will be starting this video with a footage of me putting my Jaws all-purpose cleaner together. I finally decided to give it a try and ordered one from Amazon, as I'm trying to use more chemical-free products and see what I like better. So the footage of me putting it together takes place about a day or maybe two before that disaster happened to our house, so I definitely got a good chance to test it out. Right after this, I will show you the before pictures of the house and we'll start cleaning. But anyways, my name is Jenia and I come from Russia. I have been living in this country for way over 10 years. I married my American husband about 3 years ago, and we now have 2 kids, ages 1 and 3, and also a cat. We just upgraded from our cute townhouse and moved into this new house to raise a family and enjoy life, as well as the house itself with its beautiful backyard, front yard, fruit garden, and just nature that it comes with. Before moving into this house, we of course had the inspection done, and the inspector had discovered some slight problem with some pipe or some area in the plumbing system that needed a replacement as soon as we could get a chance to take care of it. And I'm only hoping that there are no professional plumbers watching this video right now having a good laugh at my technical explanation of the plumbing issues of the house. Either way, the house has just great bones and there are no major issues with absolutely anything except for that water pipe that the inspector told us to replace. So on that moment, we got the repair estimate, negotiated the house price down with the owners, and we moved in. And of course, we put that repair on our to-do list. But little did we know that the pipe was going to break now. It's basically the main pipe that carries all the water into the house. It was broken. We woke up in the morning and we heard water running in the basement. So basically we had to shut the water off, and I'm not really sure of the technicalities again, but we had to live without water for a little bit. While getting all the estimates from plumbers that we tried to call, they were all busy. It's hard to get one to come in as well. After we got one to come in and have a look at our pipe, they gave us an estimate of about $7,000. We decided to weigh our options and call them back in case we decided to go with them. But honestly, there wasn't many options to weigh except for my husband trying to fix it himself. He's no plumber, and honestly, I really didn't think that he was gonna be able to do that. So here's the footage of what we went through, just so you have an idea. You see that there was a part of the pipe that's missing that we had to cut off because it was broken, I think, and the hole in the concrete was already there. It was just covered up because, like I said, I think they had that problem before. My husband spent the whole day running to the shops, talking to people, trying to figure out what to do, and by the end of that day he fixed the pipe all by himself, and I could not believe it. We went to bed, and in the morning I had to clean the whole house, of course, and I cannot tell you the joy of having the water back. Having no water for a day or two may sound like a minor inconvenience, but it really can get extremely annoying. And especially if I were my husband on that day. He is allergic to fire ants, and there was a bunch of them in that hole. I don't know if you could see that in the video. And also having 2 small kids, one of them with diapers, you know how it goes, I guess. I mean, I'm sure we've all been there. I'm sure you've been there. That's just basically what happened. But it definitely makes you appreciate the little things in life. But either way, I hope today's video will bring you plenty of cleaning motivation and inspire you to get productive. And I hope you'll get a lot of good energy to just start on your to-do list and just enjoy life as it is. This dishwasher has some kind of red stains after it's done washing dishes, and we don't trust it. We don't know what it is. It doesn't seem like it's just water. Something's wrong with the dishwasher, plus it just doesn't close properly. We just needed a new one. We ordered a new one from Costco, and it just never seems to quite arrive here. It's been delayed for some reason. I don't know why. My husband's been dealing with that, but I can't wait to have a new dishwasher, and I'm pretty excited if it ever arrives.
new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time.
This is not going to be the permanent place to dry the bibs for my baby. I will find some other spot permanent for them, but right now I just need to hang them somewhere, and I put those hooks into the wooden part of the cabinets because I love hooks everywhere, and it's for right now it's working. I know it's not a pretty sight. Also, feedback on this Jaws all-purpose cleaner. This is the only bottle I have ever tried, the all-purpose one, and I like it. It's chemical-free, it smells nice, it cleans well, so I'm pretty happy. Also, at this point in time, I'd like to ask you a question. If you happen to have an all-purpose cleaner that you are absolutely amazed with, or is just plain simple your favorite, I'd love to know what that is. You can leave me a comment down below and tell me what your favorite all-purpose cleaner is if you happen to have one. For me personally, I like mixing my own mostly. I prefer just pretty much mixing the dishwashing soap with water and maybe adding some essential oils whenever I feel like it. I like the Jaws, but when it comes to Method all-purpose cleaner or Mrs. Meyer's, I haven't tried all-purpose cleaner if there is one from Mrs. Meyer's, but the hand soap, I just don't like the smell of it. I'm not a fan. When it comes to Method, I tried the wood cleaner and I thought maybe I just don't like the smell of this one. Then I tried the all-purpose Method and I don't like the smell. I don't know what's wrong with me. So far, the non-chemical number one for me is the Jaws, I would say, just because it smells way more pleasant, and the Thieves all-purpose cleaner. I didn't even mention that one. That one is, I guess, number one for me. Smell is amazing of Thieves all-purpose cleaner. But let me know again what your favorite all-purpose cleaner is if you have one. If you thought that I was gonna get away with just one load of dishwasher on that day after not having water, you were mistaken. Of course, after the dishwasher is done with the first load, we're gonna unload it and load it back up with the rest of the dishes. But until then, we're gonna start cleaning the living room because the kitchen is now mostly straightened out. I'm going to go back there and wash the floors and sweep the floors, but right now, let's pick up the living room as well.
Hold up just a minute, been looking for some help just to find myself. Yeah, been losing my focus like 1,000 times before. Can't take this anymore, 'cause I've been
During that time with no water, we were just trying to pass the time. As you can see, just doing puzzles. For some reason, ripping up the coloring book on the floor. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, we were just trying to do whatever. And so I tried taking them outside as well to just have some fun while we had no water. I don't know what I was thinking because they got so dirty with the sand and everything that they really needed a bath. And at that point, I didn't know if the water was going to be fixed. And thank God on that evening, my husband fixed the water. We don't really know anybody around yet, and all of our relatives are pretty far away now that we moved, so we are like alone in the island somewhere, in a pretty island.
It's all been a waste of time. How could somebody be with someone else if you can't be by yourself? I got my problems. Lately I've been fading out, holding out, waiting just for somebody to love and to surround me and to handle my emotions.
I know this gray basket with the diapers on it, it needs to go somewhere. I need to find a place for it. Right now, obviously, that's not my main priority. I'm just trying to clean up the house. So this gray basket is gonna stay here right now near the fireplace. But I'm going to make sure that I'm going to get organized in this house, and by that I mean I'm going to find a place for every single thing in this house. Although I do try to take my time and think properly which is the best place for every single thing in the house, if it makes sense to place it right here or right there, and if it's going to stay there because it's comfortable, it's reachable, and it's easy to put back. And that would be my rule for everyday use things. When I find a place for them, they have to be easily accessible by every single person that needs them in the house, not just me, and also easy to be put back. Otherwise, the system is going to fail. This area on the left that looks like a desk, it actually is going to be for me. A few of you asked in the comments if I have been using it so far, and yes, I have. It just don't get a chance to always have the time to myself to sit at this desk with my computer. But after I completely unpack this house, which is mostly done, and also organize it, I feel like I will arrange some time to spend for myself at this little corner with my computer doing whatever it is that I like to do. So to answer your question, have I been using this desk and do I like it? I am absolutely in love with it. I have used it a little bit whenever I have a chance, but not a lot of time. But yes, I do love it. I know that to some of you, especially to those who watch a lot of my videos, this house might sound like a failure or just a complete disaster all the time, or something goes wrong with it always. But it's still the house of our dreams, and we are very much enjoying it to the absolute fullest. And we didn't expect any perfection. We knew what we were buying, we knew what we were going in for, and we got it. There's a little bit of problem here and there, but nothing major. So we're happy, because I doubt that everything always goes as planned in life or everything goes perfect. You've got to have those little ups and downs in order to appreciate the ups. I am not sure what to put on top of this fireplace to make it pretty, and what to put on the wall above the fireplace. My husband and I both feel that this is sort of the most important place to make look pretty, because no matter which side you're coming from or coming into the house, or even if you're coming down from upstairs, this is the first place that kind of catches your eye. And I don't believe that I am any good at decorating. I guess I could repeat something that somebody else does, but coming up with my own ideas, not with decor. So if you have any ideas, or maybe let me know if you have a fireplace, what is above your fireplace? Is it candles, pictures, flowers? Is it all three or none? Or maybe something else? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know and get some ideas as well. Also, I decided to wash all of the pillowcases for all of our pillows that we just use around the house, and that one just had feathers all over. Also, this pregnancy pillow, my husband can't stand it and I like it, so I don't want to throw it away or donate it. I just like it laying around. He seems to always kind of trick me into forgetting about it and then trying to throw it away. This time I found it in the garage, so I brought it right back in. I'm gonna wash the cover and put it right on the couch because I like it, and yeah, it's staying. When I was wiping down the fireplace shelf, I forgot that I had my earrings on it and they fell on the floor, and now I vacuumed them in. So I have to take everything out of the vacuum and find my earrings, hopefully. So I found this one and the other one on the floor. This vacuum, my Dyson V10, broke in the old house right when we started packing and when I needed it the most. Thankfully, I still have the other two vacuums, but you really get used to comfortable things really fast. And I felt like I didn't have my hands when I didn't have my vacuum on me all the time. I mean the cordless vacuum. It died when I was using the vacuum storage bags and I was sucking the air out of it. All of a sudden it just died, and I thought it was the bags, which now I absolutely don't. It just vacuum died for some reason. The battery died on me. I called the company, and after they put me to the test and asked me questions, they decided that it was the battery and they sent me a new one. It was free because I haven't even had the vacuum for even a year. It felt like it took me the longest time to get it because I had to wait till we moved to have the parts sent to me to the new address. But anyway, I'm so happy to have it back.
Can't find a time where I can tell ya what I feel now. Been biting my tongue for a while. The words just wanna come out. I'm too afraid to be rejected. It's so expected. I feel like I'm out of my mind, but I know I can't deny you. I am so alien.
So embarrassing. Right after I've been telling all the good things about this vacuum, the battery dies on me. I'll have to charge it, and I'm gonna continue sweeping the floors. So it's not like I'm just taking the towel off of the floor and putting it on the table. The thing is, with this, I always keep a kitchen towel on the oven door, just like a lot of us do. My 1-year-old son cannot stand anything hanging on the oven. He just walks by, takes it, drops it on the floor, and goes on about his business. It wouldn't be a big of a deal, but also his sister and him cannot stand most of the doors open in the house, even the refrigerator door. Every time I'm looking for something in the fridge, if they are around, they are going to be waiting by the fridge to close the door after I'm done, or not even wait, just try and close the door because they can't stand it. And not just that, but also other doors around the house. It's just something I can't explain for now. I am guessing I need to find a different place for the kitchen towels, but all of my life I have been successfully using the oven door for it, and apparently now somebody is getting old enough to tell me no. I'm showing you the after pictures for right now, but we still gotta unload that dishwasher and load it back up. And also I wanted to wipe the floors as well as the appliances. But first I'm going to start the laundry with all of the pillowcases and add another pregnancy pillow to that, the one that my cat now uses, which also happens to be pretty dirty.
My head tells me to stop. nothing I can do now. When I'm with you, I lose myself. I feel good. Oh, yeah, I don't know why. It's like a charge around us that just feels right. Can't get my head around it. I can never hit the brakes. Every time you touch me, babe.
I'm gonna put the pillow and the pillowcases on delicate wash with tap cold water. Back to the kitchen, we're gonna deal with the dishes as well as the disgusting sink, and then we're gonna wipe everything down here in the kitchen. One more note about the kitchen, I'm assuming not all of you are fans of cats, and I have one, and right now she has been having her snacks on the desk part of the kitchen because I have to put food away from the floor because my baby is going to eat it in no time. I decided to place her main eating station in our bedroom for now because that's where she spends most of her time, but I give her snacks throughout the day and it's just more convenient to just do it right here in the kitchen. And I picked that desk area just for now. We don't ever put any of our food on that desk area, it's just a desk. So she's not allowed to jump on any counters or tables, but that desk part she is allowed to go to because that's her snack area. I'm gonna leave the dishes on the counter on the towel until they're dry to put them back into the cabinets after. Definitely need a riser in this cabinet. Struggling with the dishwasher here. I need that new dishwasher to arrive already. I've got to tell you one thing I like actually about this dishwasher. The dishwasher might be old and not working properly, but one thing it does for me is just washes my dishes fast. I don't have to wait for anything. Every time I turn around, they're just done. And with other dishwashers, I always feel like I have 1,000 options and I just need the normal wash. I want my dishes in and out and fast. That's all I need, but that's just me.
picture me without you. I know it sounds a bit cliche, yeah it does, but there's no other people like us. 'Cause we don't talk that much and we don't share a lot, even though there's nothing in it after lately. Maybe we'll get there. I know you think of me 'cause I've been thinking about you, even though we disagree on most things, baby. Maybe we'll get there. 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 I don't know where you are, if you're happy to your heart. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you want to get right back where we started. Yeah. 'Cause we don't talk that much and we don't share a lot, even though there's nothing in it after lately. Maybe we'll get there. I know you think of me 'cause
I'm just gonna use the Jaws spray to spray it on the floors and clean it with a little towel. All this time while unpacking, I have been having a trouble to find my mop, and now that I have found the mop, I can't find the part of the bucket where you drain or squeeze the mop. So far I've just been hand washing all of my floors in the house, and it's just been easier that way for now. Sometimes I find it faster and easier to do it by hand because there is no preparation required. You just need to wipe the floors real quick, and sometimes that's just what I prefer doing. Because if you're a mom, you might relate that when you try and wash the floors with a bucket full of dishwashing soap, your kids are of course going to try and wash their hands or even bathe themselves in that water, and I just sometimes find it an extra task to also keep an eye on them as well as washing the floors myself.
I don't know what to do tonight, but I've been feeling like you're pretty easy to like when your body is closer to mine. You got me feeling like there's no one other than you who can make me lose my mind. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving it? Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. I took a bite.
As I turn around, I see my son trying to get the shoes out of the trash that I'm trying to throw away.
Going too fast, but no, I don't know how to stop. But I've been feeling like you're pretty easy to like when your body is closer to mine. You got me feeling like there's no one other than you who can make me lose my mind. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving it? Spending every minute together. I found it.
Now there's one more thing to do after the kitchen and the living room are clean. I'm going to take the pillows out of the laundry and put the pillowcases back on them.
Fire, you fuel my fire. Fire, fire, you fuel my fire. Fire, fire, you fuel my fire. Fire, fire, you fuel my fire. Let's keep this fire alive. Let's keep this fire alive. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving it? Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire, fire. Let's keep this fire alive.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching today's video. I hope you had fun. If you ever feel that you have any questions, suggestions, or advice or anything to say, you can always leave me a comment under this video. And also I am on Instagram at @FromJenia_with_love. I hope to see you next week and have a good weekend. Bye bye now.